Hello everyone, it's Teresa again, Carolina Girl Wreaths. Hey guys, my subscribers, I'm glad you're here, and any new ones, welcome. Welcome, and I'm just so glad that you're taking some time with me today. I've got a treat for you today. Now some of you may not think it is, but what I'm getting at, guys, I found a way myself. I didn't see it on no tutorial, but I found a way myself to make a swag wall or door decor wreath. And I showed my husband, and he said, Teresa, that's pretty neat. So for him to say that, then I think it's pretty good. But I just want to share with you what we're going to be making today, and that is a summer flip-flop. I have to look at my notes. Door or wall swag. That's what I meant to say. And you ain't going to believe what we're going to be making it on. So I'm fixing to show you. Now, it might be a little cheesy, but wait till you see the finished product. Okay? So here's what we're going to be making it on, guys. Familiar with this, anybody? You got it. It's a 21-inch mesh empty tube. In other words, the mesh that was on here, 21-inch. I was getting some tubes one day together out of my trash bag like this because they wouldn't go in the trash full without breaking them down. And I said, they got to be something I can make with this. Got to be. And I was thinking, and then I thought, hey, people's made swags with yardsticks, with fly swatters. So this is what we're going to be making the flip-flop swag on. And I just want to show you, if you don't mind, please, I want to show you one that I already made. Now, it's not a flip-flop one, but this was a practice one. So just let me show you what it come out like, if you don't mind. Okay? So, hold on. Here she is, guys, if you can see her good. I'm going to put this in my tutorial today because I just want you to see what ours is going to look like when it's finished. Here's my practice one. I just used some leftover mesh I had, and I found this cute little apple sign and some flowers and my designer bow. And excuse me, guys. I didn't mean to say honey, but everyone, this is my swag decor wall decor that I made on the empty tube that mesh came on. So I hope everyone likes this. It's a cool idea, and it's inexpensive. Those rolls are pretty thick. Okay, so be right back. We'll get started on our flip-flop one. So what did everyone think? Sounds silly? Well, oh, not. Because I want to do something for you guys special. So here's what we're going to need. And I got me some notes down if you see me look down because I want to get it right. Okay. So first of all, we're going to need that 21-inch your row that your mesh comes off on. 21-inch tube. Okay. And let's see. Might need some spray enamel. You can get a small can of this. I just have this for other projects. It's just a coating that goes on. If you want to spray your tube with it, it will protect it from the rain. But I think most wreaths that hang on doors have maybe a porch over or something. But this added to it a little touch. Or you can paint your tube. Then you're going to need mesh. And what's great about this, it only took 12 pieces of mesh and 6 pairs of ribbon for the bows. That's all you need. So, okay, so for the flip-flop one today, I chose these two colors, a coral and a kind of like an aqua blue maybe. And you're going to want to cut which two colors you choose. You're going to cut them at 20 inches each. 20 inches. Then you're going to need pipe cleaners. And I figured up the total pipe cleaners. Let's see here. How many did I get down? Sorry. Let's see. Just grab you a handful, because I thought I had it on here. Just get you a handful of pipe cleaners. It's not going to take that many, but just have you some, oh, probably a dozen or more. Okay. And I chose the pretty blue. And then for my, let's see, the ribbons today, I chose just 2 ribbons for my bows. And so it says on ribbon too, because you don't need that much. You know, ribbon's high, guys. So I chose these two today. Kind of like the little beach houses with the chair and all. And then the blue striped. So I chose them two. And that's really all you need. Couple of zip ties, because I'm going to show you how to make a place to hang it up with. And your hot glue gun. And of course your decor that you're going to put on it. Now, you don't have to use flip-flops. It's whatever you want to use. But I chose these today. Life is better in flip-flops. I love the colors. And I think it's, you know, summer is here now. Literally. So that's all you really need. So bear with me. Let's get started. I'm new to this too. And like I say, it seems cheesy on a tube of deco mesh roll, but an empty one, but I like it. Okay? So here we go. Okay. So what I've done, now I have got the first piece on already. But what I've done here, okay, let's start at the beginning where I'm going to show. See my little zip tie here? When you look at these 21-inch tubes of, when they're empty, you can already have some little holes in it, kind of, where the staples was in. So all I simply did was take the point of my scissors or a little pair knife, just something sharp enough to puncture it. Don't cut yourself. And I just put my zip tie through there, down enough to where, because see, they're sturdy. The tube's sturdy. It's not like flimsy, like, you know. So now I got me a hanger. That's how I had the one hang. Well, I got one on the back of the one I showed you. So that's perfect. Then what you do, you got a 21-inch roll here. Okay. Get you down. I'll try to get this perfect. I always get it wrong, y'all. You got a 21-inch roll here, or tube. I'm going to call it tube. Okay? So what I done, I took, you're going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to end up with 6 marks. Do you see the marks here I got on it with the marker? What I done, I'm trying to get some of the light some. Okay. What I done was place it on my my healing mat. And I took my marker here, and I made a mark every 3 inches. Every 3 inches. So when you get to the end, here's my top, okay? So here's my end down here. So see, when you get to the last one, you're going to have this much left over. You're going to have, you know, and that's fine because you can either, because your ribbons are going to cover it and your mesh. So when you make your marks, okay, here's the thing. You go back. This is why you need a lot of pipe cleaners. Because this tube is round, and you know where the yardsticks are flat, it's wider in diameter, so one pipe cleaner is not going to get it too good to be able to tie your mesh and ribbons on good. And it takes a little more time, but just go ahead and take your 2 pipe cleaners, twist the ends together, and it's good to have your hot glue gun on, because too what you're going to do. So see, I'm just doubling my pipe cleaners. And I've done this one down here. So right here where I got the next mark, just take your pipe cleaner. She wants to roll a little bit, but you'll get it. Twist it on there pretty good. 2 or 3, 4 times at least is what I've done. Then take your glue gun And all I done was just glue it on to the sort of stick some. It won't be moving around on you. I'll put some on, let's see. Okay, I'm going to have to give you another glue stick in just a second. But that's what I want you to do. Just barely glue it down. Okay. Go on it to the next one. Still not satisfied with my camera. Alright. Go on up to the next one. Number 3. Pipe cleaners again. Hope you can see. And by the way, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's 10 o'clock here, or a little bit after, I think, North Carolina. The rain's finally stopped. We got a bunch of rain, but I really hope everybody's having a good day. I mean that. And I thank you again for joining me, and I hope you like this tutorial. Okay, so then we go on up to the next one. Same thing. Okay, about 4, good tight. Okay, so we're working on that. So let me get the others finished and hot glue them, and I'll be back. Okay, everyone, so here's all of our pipe cleaners, and you will just need 12 pipe cleaners. 12, and that is 2 tied together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 pipe cleaners tied together. That way you'll have room to put your mesh on and your ribbon. Okay, so they're all glued on and ready for the mesh. Okay, so the mesh now is going to be 10-inch mesh, and you're just going to need 12 pieces. 6 of one color, 6 of another, or you can use all the same color. But I've chose 2 colors here to match my flops, or kind of go with them, and 6 of each color. So since I started that top one here, I just wanted to do that to make sure of myself. This is called a cruffle. It's 2 cruffles put together. So we're just going to go down to the pipe cleaner underneath it. And I have a set here made a while ago I had done up, but let me just, let's see. I'm going to take off the, okay, I'm just going to do this and I'll show you how to make the cruffles, any new ones that's on here. Okay, so since what I'm doing is, since the orange, the peach, is up at the top, I'm going to put the peach down at the bottom this time. So, just going to get that pipe cleaner underneath this one. It'll be the second one from the top. Okay. And you want to put this cruffle in crossways. Bear with me. I'm going to show you how. Give it a couple of twists because you're going to put the other cruffle on top of it. You can fix that when you're through. So see, I've got the second cruffle. This tube is high. That's why I'm having trouble. Okay. Put the second cruffle here underneath the first 2. And you want to go horizontal. Okay, so we're going to put the blue on top of it. See, I'm just alternating my colors through the cruffles. We'll have different colors down through it, through the tube. And then this cruffle, just going to put on top, like vertical. Like you would just the wreath, y'all. If you've seen the wreaths I've done like this. Okay. Twist it. So see, that leaves a lot of room for your ribbon and all. Okay. Alrighty. So there we go with those 2. So anybody new that's watching for the first time, and I thank you so much, I'm going to show you how to do the cruffle, make a cruffle. And let's see. Since I left off with the blue on top, I'm going to put the blue on bottom to rotate my colors. You'll see what I'm talking about when you go to make yours. You just want to alternate your colors. What you end up with on top of that one pipe cleaner set of cruffles, you'll want to start with the other color. In other words, blue's what I ended with there on top. So blue's going to go on the bottom so that the coral peach will be on top. Okay, so making a cruffle, guys, if you've never made one, curl side up. And I always just take a little something to hold my mesh down, because it likes to curl up. And these are 20 inches. And have you some kind of little clip. I use chipper clips. Where'd mine go? Well, here, guys. Grab another one. Okay, you just want to turn the end under. Really easy. Just a little bit. Do you about a couple of turns. Clip it. Turn it around. Now, if you need to put the heavy thing on to keep rolling up, you can. You don't have to. Same thing. Curl her up, but this side you won't clip. Couple of turns. Then you grab it here like you're going to scrunch. Like you're just going to scrunch. And go up and meet the other curl. And you've got a ruffle and a curl called a cruffle. Okay? So now we're going to put that on underneath to the next pipe cleaner. And remember, it's going crossways. Okay. I don't know if anybody's ever made a swag on an empty mesh tube before, guys. But if I am the first, please, would y'all name it after me? I gotta say that to you. You know I'm teasing, but honestly, if someone did ask you, would you tell them that Teresa made it? Okay. Okay. So now we're going to put our coral peach on top of it. I had these all pre-cut, and like I say, guys, it don't take much mesh at all. Think of the swags you can make for gifts. I mean, and you know, little mesh, you could probably get on how many out of a row. So here we go again with our next cruffle. A little bit at the end here. Clip it. And two, guys, for anybody watching, there are giveaways coming up. Subscribers, I've got everybody's name in here that's followed the rules. I promise you. I'm going to do a live drawing on the 30th. And if you're new, please subscribe and just leave in a comment you'd like to be entered in this contest or giveaway. I like to call it that because it's for me to show appreciation too. And the winner will get a choice of an Amazon card or a Dollar Tree card for $25. So thank you for that. So we're just scratching up again. And then this one's going to go, well, we've done that one crossways. This is going to go vertical. Anyone that's never seen me do this. And two, the mesh is so full when you do it like this, you can't see your tube anyway when it's all finished and done. Okay? So there we go with the three cruffles. Isn't she pretty? The color's pretty. So I'm going to finish the cruffles, guys. Alrighty? So hang in there for me. Okay, guys, I'm back. And here she is after all the cruffles are put on her. Okay. And there's the back of her, which you're not going to see once it's hung up. See how it's just, you can tell more, see how I've got my, and like I say, you can paint. That'd be pretty painted. Paint it the color, match your mesh. I mean, nobody's going to be able to see it, but still, if you'd like to. And then that stuff I showed you, the spray enamel, it does kind of help, like you put on the wreath signs. But this would even look pretty on a wall somewhere. And actually, the apple one you saw, I made it for my daughter. She likes apples. So I think she's going to hang it up in somewhere in her kitchen. So here we go. Okay. We're going to put the ribbons on now. And I'm going to kind of work on this standing up some. Well, let's see. I don't know. Let's try this. Okay. So I just chose my 2 you saw. And they're already cut and ducktailed. And so you need like, you know, just 6 pair. That's, I mean, yeah, 6 pairs, six pairs of ribbons, and that's six a piece of each one that you choose, making it a total of 12 that you cut. So, and I've done got our ducktailing on everything, and ducktail's really easy, guys. If nobody knows, you just fold it in half here, fold it at the tail, and I was taught to cut on the open edge, facing me. The open edge will be facing me, and then I just give it that slant. Well, I cut that one off. so there we go. If you're the first one, never made one, because I remember I never made a ducktail until I started making wreaths. Okay, so just take your ribbons like you would on any of the wreaths that you put them on, same way. Pinch them together, and just work your way down each set of cruffles. And cut this one off earlier. It still works. Just I want to make sure you have enough to work with. And just press it underneath. I'm going to put them all in, then I'll go back and fluff them out. I'm kind of excited about this though, because listen, mansion stuff's high. And my family, I try to make my family, my loved ones, something a little special for their birthdays or Christmas and all stuff. And homemade gifts are always good. Y'all know that. Has special meaning to it, and sometimes they're the best. So if you're not going to add anything else to your, since I'm putting flip-flops, I'm not going to do anything else here. So just go ahead and give your pipe cleaner a trim. Just enough, not too short. Like you do on your wreaths, just fold it behind your ribbon. So I'm already thinking about to make a few of these, and some of my friends that I know around here that would appreciate something like this. But you know, when I do my wreaths for my store and stuff, I try to charge people at a reasonable rate, because I know people like to have things in this day and time. It's hard. Everything's a blame high, and the way the system is and stuff, but I try to get what I can afford and do the best I can with what I have. But hey, push this few up. Okay, y'all. So here she's with the ribbons in. I've got them fluffed out or kind of pulled apart. I'm not going to stand these up too much like I do on my wreaths, because I want to put my flip-flops on and see the back still intact. So now we're going to be adding our flip-flops. Okay, I wish I had a smaller pair. I should have got children's, I guess, but I'm going to use these because this will probably be my swag. So they'll still work, but maybe, and there again, it's up to you. What you want to do with your wreath is up to you, and I'm sure it's going to be pretty. Okay, so here's what I do, how I want to put my flip-flops on without using the glue, because glue sometimes it does mess up. And if you do this way, if you decide to change your decor or something, you can just take it off the wreath, off the swag, and put something else. So see the little thing here on the back where the toe's at and all? And I really don't want to cut no hole in them. But what I'm going to do here, and I tried earlier to see if I could do it. Okay, just go to the top of your wreath where you can place your flop, and I think I'm gonna do on mine like this. I think I'm gonna go one here and like one here. You can kind of get an idea. I'll have to show when I'm done with it. Kind of side by side slanted. And guys, my subscribers, you know me. when I do my wreaths, I have to put on the door and get everything right. Probably will have to do this one too, because I can't work good looking down at something. So what I'm going to do here is just, where I'm going to place this one, I've decided to place it up here somewhere to the left side, and I'm just going to take my zip tie. You can use pipe cleaners, it's whatever you have on hand or would like to use. So I'm going to take my little zip tie here, and I think 6 inches is the best because you got more to grab with and work with. So I'm just going to feed it through one of the ruffles here, the cruffle, and when I get it through a little, just a small enough to hold the zip tie in, I'm going to take my flip-flop. Let me go this way with her because I want her going inside. Okay? I'm going to take her, and you probably can't, it's going to be hard to show you on camera, but just take the little thing here that holds the toe area in and pull it out, and I'm going to get my zip tie wrapped around it, pull it out. You can even start your zip tie. Let me show you. Start it right here without doing it all the way. If you can see right there, I've got a hold of that, and I'm just going to pull it as I'm holding it, my zip tie. I need my pliers for this. There we go. Got it on there now, so that's good. And then you just pull it to your desired tightness you want. Okay. And I'm going to just cut this off enough to keep it from sticking out. Okay, so I've got one in. Just show you that. You can see this. Sorry I keep moving the camera up and down on you guys, but with the tube being long and the camera being vertical, or camera being wide and the tube being vertical, it's hard to kind of get it all in the picture. But see, there's my first flop on. Okay, and I'm just going to go down here with the other one over here. Attach it to down below it somewhere, kind of like that. Of course, I may have to move when I get on the door some. But that's the idea of putting it on. And that way, you don't have to worry about no glue and pulling it off if you decide to change it. Okay? So there again, just, let's see. Where'd my other zip tie go? Well, I've lost it, guys. But let me just do this one here, and I can fix it later, okay? So if you're using a pipe cleaner, okay, this might be better for you, those that can handle the zip ties. I thought it's going to go like, and don't worry about the ribbons. You can go back and get them out of the way sooner, fix them, however you want them, just like we do on our wreaths. So I'm going to put this in about right here. So I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and feed her through like one of the cruffles, enough to hold her in. See how I've got her held in the, okay? And then I'm just going to take the same way, grab the little, whatever you call that, the toe, bottom, the toe knot, whatever. Wrap my pipe cleaner around it till you get a hold of it good. I guess for me, zip ties work better because you can at least adjust the tie in it. But just make sure you got it wrapped around. Make sure you got it wrapped around the thing to hold it and grab it. And then I think when you get that in, pull your other side. That'll give you the part to tighten it with. Yeah, that works. Just twist it enough to. We'll cut that off a little bit. I'm gonna go zip tie a little bit, but this is just an idea, okay, how she's gonna look. Okay, there she is. There's my flop on, this one. But I think I will zip tie because it seems to hold into the mesh a lot better. So I'm gonna go back and do this one with the zip tie just like I showed you. So keep that in mind. I think the zip ties really do better, okay? So I'm going to fix that one, the zip tie for you guys. And I'll be back and we'll do the last finishing touch on it, okay? Alrighty. Alrighty, so here she is with the flops on. And I went by and did put a zip tie in. I think they'll do better if you do have any. They just tend to pull that tightness in there that you need. And I want to get you a full shot of her up and down. I know if I turn my camera at vertical, it's going to probably mess up the video. I'm not sure how to do that, guys. I'll try to make you one separate and show you. But there she's the flops and all on. So right now, we're going to add the finishing part, which is going to be on top of her. Okay? And what we're going to do is make a designer bow to go on top. I have a video on a designer bow if y'all like to see it. Those of you that have never saw it. It's just a little, it's a pretty bow. It's called a designer bow. It just looks like one of those you see in the department stores at Christmas time or something. So I chose these two ribbons for that one. And I'm just going to make kind of like a 4-loop one. And this is really easy to do. Okay? And I'm going to put it at the top of the tube. We started out at the first one, because see the bottom, I'll show you in a little bit, the bottom of the tube now, you can't even see it because that last cruffle covers it. So these are going to cover the top of the tubing. Okay, so what I do here, real easy. All you need is a pipe cleaner, and may I suggest if you can use the wider ribbon. It just makes a nicer looking bow, okay? But you use whatever you got, it's okay. It's 1.5 inch, whatever you want. So, for this kind of bow, so easy. And I have just enough here. I pre-looked at it. You just want to cut 24-inch pieces. Okay? 24-inch pieces. One, and then I think I had enough for this one. So I've got my table marker 24 here, and then go up here to the 24-inch piece. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the blue I chose, and I think I had enough of it to do the two. Made sure, because I'm always running out, y'all know that. So 24. Then I think that leaves me about 24. Okay, so your 24-inch pieces, just take them. You want to alternate them. And just fold it in half, each one. Fold in half. Fold in half. Fold them all in half. That's going to make like, it's doubling to 12 inches a piece. But just fold them in half the best you can even. I'll lay mine out where how I'm going to place them. And two, it's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail mine too, because it's easier for me if I do that instead of waiting until after I make the bow. I mean, because I have forgotten some before. So just dovetail your ends. See, I'm just folding it. Anybody know folding it? The cut side, open side towards me. That's how I learned. And then just cut a slant. Okay. Do all of them. Let's see. I guess I could have put all of them together and done this at once, but Y'all know me. I'd probably end up cutting all the ribbon in half. But, okay. And you can make these anywhere from as much loops as you want. I have actually, if you'll see my tutorial about the one I made, I think it had like 8 loops. Pretty big size. Okay. I fell in love with this bow when I found out how to do it. So, okay. So what we're going to do here, all of it's cut here, folded now in half and ducktailed. Okay, just on your mat, however you're going to measure, even with the tape, your tape measure, you got one, however you measure. Or you can eyeball it one day, so however you want to, because you're probably already that good. So just you take the top here folded and go up, and I'm going to measure about to where about 5 inches is, and pinch it. Just pinch it together. Okay, take the yellow, the next color, same way, measure 5 inches, pinch. You put them on, you just want to kind of alternate them. Another 5 inches, pinch it. Let's see, kind of want to separate them. Then my last, pinch it. Okay, so it's going to kind of look like this when you get them all together. Okay, so all you want to do then is take your pipe cleaner and twist it around where you got them pinched, and try to give it a good twist as much as you can to keep them together. Good for a good twist. Okay, now what I do, a lot of my subscribers have seen me do this, I think, this bow before. I call her, she looks like a little squid or octopus with a bunch of legs. I'm just going to take my tails here, spread them out and all best you can. I set mine down on the table here and just spread them out. You know, you could even wait and ducktail them in if you like. It's up to you. Just make sure you got them all. When you get them all out, then you can work with trying to put them like the colors, you know, like the blue and then the yellow, blue, and then whatever you're using. Okay, just gonna spread them out. Then I take my loops here. Y'all can see, got a little farther away because of the, I wanted you to see the swag while ago. Okay, just take your loops, fluff them out with your fingers. And try to take them and maybe, you know, your blue to your yellow, and then you, just so you don't have them, I think it looks better when you kind of put the colors like separate. Yellow and blue, then yellow and blue. And there again, you can even use one color, every one for your bow. Y'all know that. You don't have to use what I'm using. Okay, so we simply made just a, see how she turned out? A little designer bow, 4 loops. You see my tutorial now, she's going to be bigger. So she's going to have more loops. So, okay, that's how you do her. Simple, easy as can be. Anybody can do this. So what I'm going to do, she's going to go on top of the, let's see if I can get her back down here. Bear with me, guys. Okay, here's where she's going. At the very top, where you started with, when you got your little zip tie for hanging, all you're going to do there, and this is what I done. You can even put these in at the first, but there again, just going to make you a little hoe. Just punch her a little, you know, go down enough. Can you see? Go down enough to where you won't cut the tube and all, but just go down enough with a little knife or something. Just, I try to punch with my scissors here. Be careful, guys, because just whatever you got, just make you punch her, little hoe. I had my little knife at her earlier. There she goes, just enough to get it where you can get that pipe cleaner through. Okay, so see, and you can do this in the beginning if you think about it. Go ahead and have that in there ready for your bow. See my little puncher hole there. Okay, so just take your pipe cleaner and feed it through there, one end. Hard to show you on here how I'm feeding it through, but you got it. You guys know how to do that. Just feed it through, and then twist the pipe cleaner enough to secure it in there. Okay, when you get that, you can just put your pipe cleaner down to the tubing, the extra. Stick down to the, where's the tube at? Stick it down in there. Okay, so she's on, and I tell you what, I can't show you this good with her on the table, so she's finished, guys. I'm going to put her on the door good so you can see her vertically and give you a shot of her, okay? Thank you for bearing with me. Okay, guys, so here she is. I'm trying to lean this way so the lighting will hit her better. You can see her the way she's turned. I'm trying to get the full length in, but so what do you think? I mean, it's not the best. I'm not the best. I mean, but I thought it's pretty neat. When I showed my daughter the one I showed you, the apple ones, when we first come on the tutorial, she said, "Mama, I never thought that you would put that on a empty mesh tube." So, hey, whatever works, right? Y'all ever heard that? Whatever works. But I added some touches, as I usually do. I mean, my little shades here. And you can do your own touch. And the ribbon here also, guys, I felt like she needed a little more coral. I wanted to add the yellow to bring out the yellow in the floss, but for some reason I took another little 24-inch ribbon and just zip tied it into the bow there in the center. That's how I done her. So there she is. There's a 21-inch swag door wall decor made from an empty mesh tube. Okay? So all I'm going to tell you today, save those empty tubes. And get the swaggin'. Okay? I love y'all. Thanks for viewing me today. Please like me and subscribe. Have a giveaway every month. And like I always say, if you didn't like this video, you might like another. Till I see you again, everybody. Have a happy start of the summer. Bye-bye.